In this review, with the release of the PlayStation 5, gamers looking for a gaming monitor should want a display that's not only compatible with the console, but one that can take advantage of all of the PS5's features. The PS5 supports 4K content up to 120 frames per second, and although most monitors don't support 4K at 120 Hz the way TVs do, you can still find a 4K at 60 Hz monitor that would be great for gaming. Unlike the Xbox Series X, the PS5 doesn't support 1440p content, so it's best to go for a 4K option, unless you want a 1080p resolution with a higher refresh rate. Monitors generally have lower input lag than TVs, which is great for gaming. They have ergonomic stands, take up less space, and you can still use them for work. Note that we recently purchased a PS5, but have yet to test all our monitors with it. These recommendations are based on predictions and reported specifications. We've tested more than 160 monitors, and below are our recommendations for the best gaming monitors for PS5 that you can buy. Also, see our recommendations for the best 4K monitors. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. Review Findlay present top 5 best 4K monitors for PS5. Let's get started with the list of the best 4K monitors for PS5. Number 1. Best 4K monitor for PS5, LG 27GN950B. The best PS5 gaming monitor we've tested with a 4K resolution is the LG 27GN950B. It's a great model with a good amount of features, including RGB illumination on the back. It has a high 160 Hz refresh rate, but you can't use it to its max capabilities with a PS5 because it has HDMI 2.0 support, so you can only play 4K games up to 60 Hz. Still, it offers impressive gaming performance that should make most people happy. It has an incredible response time and very low input lag at 60 Hz, delivering a responsive gaming experience. It doesn't have a black frame insertion feature to help reduce motion blur, but that shouldn't be an issue since fast-moving content already looks smooth. The 27-inch screen helps increase the pixel density compared to most 4K TVs, delivering clear images, and if you want to use it for co-op gaming, it has wide viewing angles. If you tend to game in a well-lit room, it has high peak brightness, but its reflection handling is disappointing, so it's best to avoid placing it opposite a window. Unfortunately, it doesn't deliver the best HDR experience. It has a low contrast ratio that makes blacks look gray. The local dimming feature is terrible as it causes blooming, and highlights don't pop. On the upside, it has a picture-in-picture mode, so you can display an image from your PS5 and computer at the same time. Overall, it's a great choice and the best monitor for PS5 that we've tested. Number 2. Asus ROG Strix XG438Q. Another fantastic option for all you couch gamers out there who need a larger screen comes from Asus. The Asus ROG Strix XG438Q is not quite as big as the LG OLED, measuring 43 inches compared to 48, but it's a good deal cheaper for the regular model. As you probably guessed already, this screen is going to give you a beautiful 4K image with a resolution of 3840 x 2160 and a 120 Hz refresh rate. It also packs in FreeSync 2 and HDR 600 that covers 90% of the DCI-P3 color space for amazing color quality. Another perk of this particular monitor is the two 10W speakers built right in. No speaker can compete with a top-of-the-line headset, of course, but they do a great job for what they are, and are perfect for when you use the monitor for watching TV and films. The real drawback here is the input response time, which is the worst we've seen yet at 4 milliseconds. That's still quite small in the grand scheme of things, but if you're already used to next to no delay, then it might feel a little sluggish by comparison. If you're willing to pay double, which we wouldn't recommend for most people, you can get the upgraded model that is the same size, but hits 144 Hz and HDR 1000 and has GSYNC. Number 3. Best large monitor for PS5, LG OLED 48CX-PUB. If you want something bigger, the best monitor for PS5 isn't a monitor. The LG 48CX OLED is a 4K TV that we tested as a monitor, and it provides exceptional picture quality and gaming performance thanks to its OLED panel. The self-emitting pixels produce a near-infinite contrast ratio with inky blacks. HDR also looks fantastic because of those perfect black levels, as well as its wide color gamut. When it comes to PS5 gaming, it meets all the basic needs and then some. It's a 4K display with a 120Hz panel, and it includes 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, so it can technically take advantage of a 4K at 120Hz signal. Of course, that will also depend on the game, and whether it can do 120 frames per second. Still, the CX has a near-instant response time and low input lag, so even games with lower frame rates play exceptionally well. It also supports FreeSync and HDMI 4 VRR, which you can read more about in our CX OLED TV review. The downside of an OLED is that they're susceptible to permanent burn-in when static elements like a desktop user interface or the HUD of a game display for extended periods. However, the risk is relatively small. We don't expect it to affect those who play and watch varied content, and there are settings built in to help reduce the risk. It's not the brightest either, but it should be good enough for moderate lighting. Overall, this is the best monitor for PS5 gaming if you want a larger screen. Number 4. Acer Predator XB272 MIPRS 27. Also aimed at the more hardcore audience willing to spend a little extra for the best experience, we have the Acer Predator XB273K. In a lot of ways, this display is very similar to the LG 27GN950B. Both are 27-inch panels with 3840 x 2160 resolutions. Both boast a fantastic 144Hz refresh rate and have a mere 1 millisecond response time. The differences are more subtle, but when you're paying the big bucks, every little thing matters. The Acer, for instance, comes with one extra display port over the LG, having 2 plus the 2 HDMI. The stand is also unique. It is adjustable in all the ways you expect, but also has a shade shield to prevent any outside lights from washing out the pristine colors. Looking a little deeper, the Acer Predator is VESA certified Display HDR 400 and uses a Quantum dot panel that covers 90% of the DCI P3 color gamut. If you are the type of person who needs their colors crisp and blacks truly black, this 4K screen will make your day. Roll all that in with the previously mentioned features, adaptive G-Sync, and a price that isn't too outrageous, and the Predator is a fantastic choice to hunt down for your new PS5 monitor. Number 5. BenQ EW3270 U32-inch 4K monitor. If you tend to game in a dark environment and want something with good dark room performance, look into the BenQ EW3270U. It has narrower viewing angles than the LG 27GN950B, but it has a much better contrast ratio, allowing it to display deep blacks. The BenQ has a lower 60Hz max refresh rate, but that's fine for PS5 gaming, and it still has a quick response time. Input lag is low, and it has a flicker-free backlight to reduce eye strain during long gaming sessions. There are built-in speakers, which is great if you don't want to spend extra on a dedicated setup. Unfortunately, it has terrible ergonomics as it only has tilt adjustments. It also supports HDR10, but like the LG, it doesn't get bright enough to make highlights stand out. If you want the best gaming monitor for PS5, you can't go wrong with the LG, but if you want something with a VA panel and a better contrast ratio, then check out the BenQ. Thank you for watching. Please check the product link below the description. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates.